Hi everyone, this is Juja Kechmar, CMO and co-founder of Antavo.
And I'm Rohini Contractor. I head up the UK office at Antavo.
Today, I want to talk about how companies can fight the discount culture, because there is this trend in fashion that in multiple times a year, in those multiple seasons that we have these days in fashion, there is a period of discounting when customers can buy things for cheaper. And actually, Rohini, you sent over to me some great information from James Eden, who is the owner of Private White, which is a British outerwear brand. And he is putting it this way on LinkedIn. No, it's not a typo. There will be 0% off everything in our collection on Black Friday. Surprised? Here is why. It's because we believe that discount culture is conditioning consumers by forcing them to doubt the intrinsic value of a product. What do you think of it?
Well, I got to tell you, James Eden over at Private White, what can I say? It's one of my favorite brands. If you go onto their website, you will totally understand what they stand for. And this is about, to quote Deloitte, finding the values in your values and actually then sharing them back with the customer. And one of the great ways in which we do this at Antavo is through the loyalty program itself. Being able to actually show what you support and then overlap that with what your customers support too.
Yeah, so for example, what one of our athleisure companies support is active lifestyle. So they are engaging customers in their active lifestyle. They are organizing these meetups. They organize that the like-minded people can meet up. It's a great opportunity to create a community, to create a brand around a brand which is aligned with your values. And this is something which can be much more effective to drive sales than discounts.
That's right. And they're also driving the circular economy by using the reward program to reward customers who bring back old clothing, for example. It's a beautiful, seamless program, actually. I'd encourage you as brands and retailers out there to really find the value in your values.
Okay, so what other ways we can imagine that help fashion brands and retailers to fight the discount culture and connect with branding, apart from the example that we just said around the sports brand?
Well, what we found is that as with traditional email, you can always find niche groups and niche segments. And what we do at Antavo is we set up specific groups, like, for example, sneaker groups or particular sales groups. And what we enable retailers to do is those who are selling their stock off at 50% off or even below, is we've enabled them to actually raise the floor. And that is because what we're trading on now is exclusivity and scarcity. That means that we're able to invite customers to a particular group that they're part of and offer them discounts at the height of the discount cycle. And more often than not, because we're getting the segmentation right, because we're getting the targeting right, what we're seeing is that retailers just don't have to go as far as lowering their floor to around 50%, because customers are identified as discount customers, but they're offered the stock at a discount rate, essentially a 30% off instead of a 50% off, earlier in the sales cycle.
Yeah, and even if there is no discount at all, this particular example, I love this so much because not only because it's from one of our most successful customers, but it also works and customers love it. These new shoes hit the floor of the closed club, which is exclusive. It's very private. You need to have a certain level of brand engagement in order to get there, and they are sold before it would make it to the regular shop floor.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We've seen some great stuff. And I think that, in this particular example, we've had customers, consumers out there actually using their reward points on a particular loyalty program to get into the club.
Yeah.
And it's been super effective.
Yeah.
And you can see how that could actually extend to even the sale periods of having customers actually use their reward as almost currency to get access to a little bit of better pricing or maybe a bundle. But the whole point is that the programs we run enabled you to raise the floor, and essentially, ultimately, look towards eliminating discounts altogether, because you're constantly communicating the value that your brand stands for with the client, with the customer, and making an emotional connection through engagement points. And as Juju always says, we look at engaging the customer outside of the buying cycle.
Yeah, I really like that James Eden and Private White just puts it out there, and it's part of their branding that they refuse to discount. And this is basically their manifesto, their pricing manifesto, as they put it. And they're very open about all their production, and they are very conscious about how they created their prices. And I think it's a wonderful branding element that they use.
It's right on trend. Many consumers now really want to understand that the brand represents them. They're concerned about sustainability. They're concerned about where that piece of clothing comes from. And in a global world where, now you can get a pair of trousers for around £5, it's really important for us to understand who's making those clothes, where they come from. And I think, again, James Eden does this very well.
Yeah, and it opens an entire new topic of sustainability. But anyway, I think this is about discount culture. We have some more information around this topic on the blog, so head over there if you wanted to learn more. And thank you so much for watching today. Bye.
Bye-bye.